This 17 News at Noon podcast is brought to you by Clinica Sierra Vista.
Welcome back to the 17 News at Noon podcast, where we share your news on your schedule.
Well, good day. I'm Elena Russ. A hearing for the manslaughter case against Wendy Howard has been pushed back for another month. Howard admitted to shooting Kelly Reese Pitts during an argument in 2019, 3 days after she learned Pitts molested their then teenage daughter. Howard testified she feared for her life when she killed him. A jury acquitted Howard of murder and lesser charges in October, but couldn't reach a verdict in the charge of voluntary manslaughter in the heat of passion. Today's hearing was supposed to determine if the case on that charge will go back to trial, or if, as the defense argues, that would constitute double jeopardy. The judge said she only received the prosecution's response on Friday, and the defense's response didn't come in until this morning, so she will review these new documents and then issue a ruling in 1 month on March 21st. And making news around town, the city of Bakersfield will begin a storm drain rehabilitation project in downtown Bakersfield today. The project, scheduled to run through March 31st, will take place Mondays through Fridays from 7 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. The work beginning at Truxton Avenue and running north to 20th Street along V Street. There will be periodic road closures on V Street during this time, with detours around those work areas that will likely cause traffic delays, so drivers are asked to take alternative routes or allow for some extra travel time through the downtown region the next several weeks. And the California Living Museum says Lassen, the bald eagle who lived at the zoo for more than 30 years, has died. Lassen came to call from the now defunct facility for animal care and treatment at California State University in Bakersfield, at Cal State Bakersfield in 1990. She was a favorite of the staff and thousands of visitors to the zoo. According to her caretakers, she loved perching over the pond, taking baths, and soaking her feet. Her favorite dinner was rats. Yeah, there you go. And she almost always ate from her enclosure mate's plate, even though she knew which plate belonged to her. The staff urged Lassen to fly with the wilds and said she would be greatly missed. All right, well, happening right now, Houchin Blood Bank is hosting a mobile blood drive in honor of a local brave cancer fighter. The Noah Caceres Mobile Blood Drive happening until 6 p.m. today at WERX Realty on California Avenue. They're giving away free tacos and a t-shirt for every donation, plus a chance to win a cash prize. You can register on Houchin's website, hcbb.com, or just swing by. And a link to Noah's GoFundMe page to help with his medical costs as he continues his fight against cancer can be found on our website, kget.com. Buck Owens Crystal Palace once again hosting its free Fat Tuesday party tonight from 6 to 9. The annual Mardi Gras celebration was put on hold the past few years due to COVID, but Latin reggae ska band Mento Buru will be bringing back the party sounds of Big Easy to Buck Owens. This marks the band's 15th Fat Tuesday celebration that began back in 2006 as a tribute to the resilient people of New Orleans following the destruction of Hurricane Katrina back in 2005. Seating tonight is first come, first serve. And happening this week, if you haven't gotten your Girl Scout cookie fix yet, you can head on over to Compassion Corner this Friday. 17 News once again teaming up with the Girl Scouts of Central California South for our Cookies for a Cause fundraiser to support local troops and their activities for the rest of the year. The drive-through event happening all day Friday in front of our studios here at the corner of L and 22nd Streets. Just swing by anytime until 7 p.m. that day to pick up your favorite flavors for $6 a box.
Hello, this is Tim Callahan with Clinica Sierra Vista, and we're excited to unveil the Community Health Center of the Future, our comprehensive care center. It's located right across the street from Memorial Hospital. We have every service under one roof, from family medicine, OBGYN care, dental services for adults and children, behavioral health, and much more. So find your way to better care at Clinica Sierra Vista this year at our comprehensive care center. Visit our website, clinicasierravista.org, for the latest on this project. We'll see you soon.
All right, in your 17 Health Watch, this next story may come as a bit of a buzzkill, but a new study is showing people who drink may have memory problems later in life. Even if you drink a modest amount of alcohol, the research says that's enough to kill your brain cells and increase your risk of developing Alzheimer's. A study from Wake Forest University looked at how much alcohol is needed before brain cells start dying, and the researchers say even casual drinkers are at risk of brain injury because alcohol damages the brain cells in small amounts. The study authors also found drinking alcohol could elevate diabetes and worsen dementia. And another new study finding that exercise alone isn't enough to ward off obesity in young adults if they're glued to their phones, aren't we all? Now, researchers tracked the activity of more than 5,000 preteens and their screen usage since early in the COVID pandemic. But they found that too much screen time would eat into other activities, including exercise, which adversely affected the kids' health. Experts say parents should set firm rules about screen usage, as well as set good examples of how much you use your own phone and how much you get outside. And being a parent means having to tell your kids no several times every day. But perhaps that's why grandma and grandpa just can't help but say yes sometimes and spoil the kids. Researchers with the American Dental Association say more than 2/3 of surveyed moms claim that grandparents are ruining their kids' health with sugary treats. Mom, I'm looking at you. Now, the moms also reported that grandparents usually feed their kids large amounts of cavity-causing foods and beverages or fail to limit their grandchildren's consumption of these treats. Enfamil Pro Sobi simply-based baby formula is being taken off the shelves. FDA saying it could have been contaminated with a bacteria that can cause serious illness in babies. No illnesses have yet been reported. The manufacturer Reckitt is pulling about 145,000 of the 12.9-ounce cans of formula. So check and see if your use-by date on your can is March 1st, 2024. Consumers who have this formula should throw it out or return it for a refund. Find out more at fda.gov. And a new cereal is promising to help you get a good night's sleep. Post, the company behind things like Honey Bunches of Oats and Pebbles, has now unveiled Sweet Dreams. It comes in 2 flavors, Blueberry Midnight and Honey Moon Glow. They contain lavender and chamomile, which are associated with preventing insomnia and supporting the body's natural melatonin production. Sweet Dreams is on sale now nationwide. And turns out your personality could determine how much of a sweet tooth you may have. A survey for bakery chain Nothing Bundt Cakes found more than 3/4 of optimists preferred sweet treats to sour things. A little more than half of pessimists said the same. Now, those with positive outlooks lean more toward cakes as their preferred baked good. When it comes to the sweet tooths couples or single people, that is, 41% of those with a partner say they have a favorite dessert in common and often share. Well, in your 17 Business Watch, the results are in for the largest study ever on a 4-day work week. And the results are looking pretty promising for workers who really want and need a longer weekend. More than 60 companies participated in a pilot study at the University of Cambridge. For 6 months, companies took off an extra day of weekly work. They were interviewed before, during, and after the trial, and researchers concluded employees were happier, less stressed, and less likely to experience burnout compared to those working a 5-day work week. More than 90% of the companies surveyed say they are keeping the 4-day work week schedule. All right, making news around the nation. Charges against actor Alec Baldwin have been downgraded after he was possibly facing half a decade in prison. According to new court filings, Baldwin no longer facing a gun enhancement charge that could have carried a mandatory 5-year sentence if he was convicted. The same charge was also dropped against Rust armorer Hannah Gutierrez-Reed. Baldwin and Gutierrez-Reed still each facing an involuntary manslaughter charge in connection with that 2021 film set shooting that claimed the life of cinematographer Halyna Houchin. A conviction on that crime would still carry a sentence of 18 months. They are expected to resume filming this spring. A mint condition first-generation iPhone sold for more than $63,000. That's more than 100 times what the smartphone originally cost. The owner did keep it new in the box after receiving it as a gift back in 2007 because she already had a phone, so she decided to stash it away. Around 16 years later, her bet paid off. The bidding starting at $2,500, and then it sold on Sunday after 27 bids. Experts thought it would go for $50,000. Again, it exceeded that $63,000.
The 17 News at Noon podcast is a production of KGET and Nexstar Media Group. For more on all of the headlines in today's show, head to kget.com.